This is your basic lawnmower. Straightforward, simple, no thrills or frills, no mulching or bagging. Assembly in about 15 minutes. Hello everyone, welcome to the shop. I'm Big Al. I hope you're being blessed and are blessing others today. This is a Bolens 11A-Bobl765 rotary 21-inch gasoline-powered walk-behind lawnmower. These mowers actually have a fairly good rating with the people that use them. The usual problems with these are fuel-related with the carburetor. People leave gas in them all winter and that goes bad. Also can be a clogged air filter or a problem with a defective primer bulb. This is in for repair. The complaint is there's no start. Well, let's see what are the four main things we need for this machine to operate, engine-wise, are present. We need an engine with no internal damage. We've got to have spark, oxygen, and fuel. Okay, question A, do we have fire? That'll also tell us if how our engine feels, if that has any compression. This has the Briggs and Stratton 500E series engines. I have no clue what the fuel looks like in this tank. Seems to have like a green tint to it, like a fuel additive's been put in there. Sometimes that's not good news. That means the carburetor could be gummed up with whatever that fuel stabilizer is. That's what it looks like fuel stabilizer. Well, let's see if we have any spark. I'm going to dim the lights. Okay, you guys will be able to see. I'll have to probably rewind the video and look at it. Okay, so we do have a spark. Next thing I'm going to check is the air box. Oh, that's kind of nasty. This is the kind of stuff you got to keep on top of. Need to take these air filters out every once in a while, like maybe every other mow, and just take some compressed air and clean them off, blow them off. Get all the debris out of the inside of your cap. Goes a long ways. Very, very heavy fuel smell here too. In fact, you can even see gasoline there, or you can see gas moisture there. That's gasoline. Definitely gas. So something's going on here. I don't think the primer bulb's bad, but I think something's going on with that carburetor, and that fuel just smells horrible. Now behind this plate right here your fuel line hooks up. I'm going to take that loose, and I'm going to drain that old gas out of there. Couldn't see it at first, but there was like a green tint like sitting in the bottom of that. Vegetable juice, anyone? Get your V8. I'm gonna put some air down into that tank and make sure all that old fuel is out. Okay, from what I can see, this primer bulb is good. It feels good. As long as they feel really elastic, they're good to go. I'm going to take some of this carbon choke cleaner and I'm going to spray into the fuel inlet of that carburetor and see if I can clean that out. I'm also going to spray into the intake. And I'll let that sit a little while. Now I'm going to just take a little bit of air. I'm going to regulate this and run it into my intake there. Okay, now I will reinstall my fuel line that goes to the carburetor. And that reinstalls our fuel line. I'm going to get this air filter back in place, put the cover back on it. We'll put some fresh 90 octane, ethanol free, fuel stabilizer free gasoline in this thing and see what it'll do. Can't stress the importance really of running a ethanol free fuel in your lawnmowers. If you mix your own two-stroke fuel, if your machine sets around a little while, the shelf life of your gas is going to be a lot longer. Ethanol does have alcohol in it. Alcohol has water in it. Now anytime after you do a fuel service also, you don't want to go crazy and fill your gas tank up till you know you don't have any fuel leaks or no crazy stuff going on. Okay, I don't feel any fuel leaks. I'm going to put the cap on it and go from there. Get somewhere where I got a little more pull room here. I had a barbecue right behind me. Alright, this is a cold start. We'll see what it does. Seems to be running fairly well with that tank clean out. Let's start it again. There you go, old fuel does it to you every time. Alright, well that's running great. Couldn't ask for no better. It's ready to mow grass. Okay, I went and got some lunch and come back, so it's been about an hour and a half or so. Let's try a cold start on this and see what it does. Alright, that runs just great. Blade seems to be sharp enough to cut okay. I'm going to blow it off and then it goes back to the customer. Alright, that's repairing a 21-inch Bolens 11A-Bobl765 21-inch mower from 2013 with the Briggs & Stratton 500E Series 140cc engine back up and running again. The complaint was a no start condition. We determined it had spark, and we determined the air filter was no big deal to keep it from running. But we found that the tank was contaminated with bad fuel, probably sitting a number of months. So I removed the bad fuel, blew out the gas tank, also put in some gum mount carb cleaner into the carburetor and let that sit for a while. Also used compressed air to clean around the engine housing and in the crevices. Also added fresh 90 octane fuel to the tank. I primed the bulb and now it cold starts great and cuts fine. So a good tip if you're going to store one of these lawnmowers more than a month or so, run the fuel out and don't use those fuel preservers, because actually those things will actually wreck a carburetor if it sits in there long enough. And really, ethanol only has a 30-day shelf life generally. Pure fuel you can get away with a few months. So just be aware of these things in the storage of your small engine machines. Let me know about your experiences with a Bolens mower like this one in the comments section. And I'll have more DIY small engine videos coming soon. Blessings from my shop to yours.